In correlation, what is relation? In simple word, if you say in Kannada, it's a sambandha. The attachment, the link. So here correlation means here the relation between two or more variables. Relation between two or more variables. What kind of relation here? Correlation is. So some variables, more than one variable, they depend on each other, or maybe one variable is dependent on another variable. Okay, for example, rain and crop. So there is a relation between both rain and crop here. If rain is good, we expect good crop that year. If there is no rain, full drought, no crop at all. Again, if rain is too much heavy, then it creates a flood. Then again, it's loss of a crop. So in that way here, we try to establish a relation between different variables here. Student marks in two different subjects. Marks in mathematics, marks in statistics. Marks in English subject, marks in any other subject. Market, price and demand. Demand and supply. So various aspects here which are related or which are dependent on one another. So we try to establish a relation. So in that we try to establish here based on the nature of the dependency here. So few things, they go in the same direction. They move in the same direction. Few objects, few variables, they move with the same speed also, I can say, parallel. Okay, and a few variables, they go in opposite direction, inverse. For example, if demand is more, price is increasing. How the demand increases, price will also increase along with that. How the demand reduces, price will also come down. So both are moving in the same direction, demand and price. More demand, more price. Less demand, lesser the price. In one direction. Okay. Then in other words, if I say price and demand, if a price is more, demand will be less. If a price is less, then demand is more. So here, for few goods, for few seasons, okay, so here, how the price increases, demand will come down. And how the price comes down, demand will increase. So in these two, same, only price and demand I have taken. In economics, you can study that. So in one aspect, they move in the same direction. In another aspect, they move in the opposite direction. Rain and crop. So how rain increases, crop will we can expect good crop. Crop will increase, production will increase. Supply and demand, supply and price. Whereas production and labor wages, marks in one subject, marks in another subject. So various objects, various variables here, They move in one direction or they may move in opposite direction. And few variables, they don't make any, or they don't show any direction at all here. So depending on this nature of the variables, we can divide them in three different types. That is positive correlation, positive correlation. Then second one, negative correlation, negative correlation. And third one, non or zero correlation. So positive correlation is one where the both variables move in the same direction. Both. It may be increasing or may be decreasing. Demand and price. So how the demand increases, price increases. During the festival season, demand for fruits, flowers, cloths, crackers. So there will be a huge demand for these items. So on those days only, price is also more. So how the demand increases there, the price will increase. Still people will buy. So we can say that positive correlation. Again, in the same time, how the demand comes down, price will also come down. If you take another example for the same vegetable market, when you go to the market in the morning, prices will be high because in the morning vegetables will be fresh, more demand and more price. In the evening, less demand, so he wants to sell all the remaining balance goods, so he reduced the price. So demand also decreased, price also decreased. So both are moving in the same direction. Positive correlation. And negative correlation, opposite direction. There is no demand. Okay, but due to supply, price is high. What people will do? People will buy less. Demand is very less than. Those who need it, then only they will purchase it. Otherwise, less demand. So here they both are moving in the opposite direction. How the price increases, demand decreases. How the price reduces, demand increases. Gold price. If gold price reduces, more demand will come. If the gold price increases, demand reduces. So negative correlation. Then next one is non-correlation. Here the variables, they don't show any direction here. For example, rain in Pakistan, crop in India. Does rain in Pakistan affects the crop production of rice, wheat, jawar in India? No. Rain in Delhi, student result in Dharwad. No correlation at all. So such things where they variables, they don't show any relation. So to such variables you call as a non-correlation or zero correlation. So in the same direction, if they are moving, positive. If they are moving in opposite direction, negative. If no relation at all, then non-correlation. And again further we can divide the correlation here. Again on the nature, simple correlation, partial correlation. Okay, so simple correlation where we refer only two variables. Okay, two variables, price, demand. We study these two variables here. If price increases, what happens with the demand? If demand increases, what happens with the price? Only two variables. So simple correlation. Then multiple correlation, another, where more than two variables we study at a time. More than two variables. price, demand and supply. If price is also is there, demand is also is there, if the supply is also support it, then the price will remain constant. Price is there, demand is also there, but there is no supply, means price will increase a lot. Demand is in shortage. So here when we study more than two variables at a time, that is multiple correlation. And another comes partial correlation, where we study more than two variables, price, demand and supply. But here we compare two variables individually, then we compare another two variables individually, separately. We don't study all three at a time. So that is what? Partial correlation. So next term is perfect correlation. So what is this perfect correlation? This perfect correlation is associated with the positive correlation and negative correlation. It's not a separate any other correlation here. So while writing a conclusion, we use this term if the relation shows that. So that is here in the positive correlation also we can write perfect positive correlation or perfect negative correlation. When? So here the correlation may be either positive or negative or maybe non-correlation. But in a positive and negative correlation, depending on the degree of correlation, we tell whether it is a perfect or non-perfect. So perfect correlation is one where it may be positive or it may be negative. Both variables shows the changes in the same proportion. Both variables shows the same proportion here. Suppose a positive correlation, price is 10 rupees, demand is 1 unit. Positive correlation. How the price demand increases, price increases. Suppose demand is 10, price is 1 rupees. Demand is 20, price becomes 2 rupees. Demand is 30, price is 3 rupees. Demand is 40, price is 4 rupees. So if we find the ratio here, the ratio between the changes is the same here. So every time how the demand doubles, price is also doubled here. Ratio remains same between both the variables. So we can say here it is a perfect positive correlation. So perfect negative, again the proportion is the same here. Suppose price is 100 rupees, demand is 10 units, price comes down to 90 rupees, demand increased to 20 units, price come down to 80 rupees, demand increased to 30 units. So price is 70, demand 40, 60, 50. So how the price is decreasing, the demand is increasing in the opposite direction, but with the same proportion again. So here we say perfect correlation. It is a perfect negative correlation. But when we calculate with the formula, here the answer we get in a correlation between 0 to 1. The answer may be positive or may be negative. That is, we get answer plus or minus 0 to 1. That means we get answer minus 1 is less than 0 is less than 1. So in between these three figures we get the answer. If exactly minus 1 answer comes, so that means perfect negative correlation. If exactly one positive one, we get perfect positive correlation. If answer comes to 0, no correlation. If we get any other values in between these, suppose answer is minus 0.25, then a negative correlation. If answer is plus 0.57, then positive correlation. If answer is exactly 1, perfect. If it is negative, then a perfect negative correlation. If it is a positive, then perfect positive correlation. Apart from 1, if you get any other figures, then depending on the positive or negative, we tell the answer perfect, positive correlation or negative correlation. So again, in the positive or negative correlation, we divide it high degree, low degree. So if answer is more than 0.8, high degree correlation. If answer is less than 0.5, then a low degree correlation. If answer is in between 0.5 to 0.8, then moderately either positive or negative correlation. Okay. If answer is more than 0.8 plus 0.8, high degree positive correlation. Less than 0.5, positive answer. Low degree positive correlation. If answer is negative, if answer is here minus 0.25, low degree negative correlation. Here answer is plus 0.57, moderately positive correlation. So this is how we conclude here the relation between the variables: positive, negative, perfect positive, perfect negative, high degree, low degree, or no correlation. So measures of correlation, how to measure the correlation or interdependency between the variables here. So by 3 different methods we can identify correlation between the variables. First one, non-mathematical and simple way, that is diagrammatical. So we can say that as a scatter diagram. Scatter diagram. Second one, the mathematical based. Mathematical formula. Right. So second one, mathematical formula given by 2 different persons. So one is purely mathematical based on product method. We also say as a product method given by Carl Pearson. So we call it by his name, Carl Pearson's. Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. And another one given by Spearman's. So he has taken the ranks, he has assigned the ranks to the variables. So based on those ranks, he is identified or established the relation between the variables. So it is called as in common rank correlation. So it is also referred by his name, Spearman's. Spearman's rank correlation. Rank correlation coefficient. So 3 different types here: scatter diagram, non-mathematical or diagrammatic based. Then second one, Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, which is also called as product movement based correlation. Product means here what? Multiplication of the variables. X and Y variables, 2 variables if you take, if you give a name X and Y, then product of these 2 X, Y, that is X into Y. So based on that, we try to establish a relation here. So product movement. Next one, based on ranks given by Spearman. So Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So among these three, now we'll go to first one, that is a scatter diagram. So what are these scatter diagram? As I said, it is non-mathematical. Non-mathematical. So here no mathematics, no formula, nothing. Just we draw a diagram and we try to establish a relation between the variables. So here diagrams, based on diagrams, how to identify? So diagrams only give here, if not accurate, degree. Okay, so we can try to establish a relation, whether it is perfect or positive or negative, or even no correlation. So here diagrams may appear like this in the graph sheet, x-axis, y-axis. Okay, so we try to plot the variables by studying both x and y. We plot the points here. If all of them appear in one single line here, all of them appear on one single line, then we say it as a perfect positive correlation. It is a perfect positive correlation. If we get the line, the same line in this direction, all the variables are lying on one single line here, then we call it as a perfect negative correlation. So it is perfect positive, and here it is perfect negative correlation between x and y. And here this diagram can be drawn for only two variables. Okay. Next, what about other non-perfect positive correlation and negative correlation? Again, degree of accuracy. So here the same diagram we get, but the points they are little away from this line, but they are nearer to the line. So we can say high degree positive correlation. This is what? High degree, but positive. And if the variables are little away from the line, but we can draw a line in between all the variables here. So it is what? It tells low degree positive correlation. Perfect positive correlation, high degree positive correlation, and low degree positive correlation. Now come to negative correlation. So negative correlation, here again near to the line, around the line, per high degree negative correlation. And if points are little away from the line, all the points are away from the line, then low degree negative correlation. So by seeing the diagram only, we establish a relation between the variables, whether it is a perfect or high degree or low degree. Got it? And when we can't draw a line at all, if all the variables in a graph, they are lying anywhere, so where we can't come to a conclusion, we can't draw a single line in between the variables here, then this we can say as no correlation or non-correlation. Okay, and sometimes we may get a diagram like this, where we can draw a cyclical wave. So this one we can say it as a curvilinear relation. So it shows increasing, decreasing. We can't draw a straight line, but curvy line we can draw. So curvy linear correlation between the variables. So during the seasonal time, demand will increase, price will increase. During off season, demand will come down, price also will reduce. Again, when next season comes, both price and demand will increase. For example, if you take your notebook business, stationery, books, bags. So demand in the month of June, July, August, it is more. Again, during September, October, November, December, demand is less. Again, when even semester starts, little demand. Then again, demand reduces. So cyclical variation. In time series also we studies business cycle or seasonal variation. So this we can say as a seasonal variation. There. So here it shows when we are establishing the relation. So curvy linear relation between the variables. So here I've taken a problem where we have two variables x and y. So x 25, 28, 34, 40 and 43, and y variables 30, 32, 38, 42 and 45. So now here for this data we'll draw a scatter diagram taking x and y axis here. Okay, so here x started from 25, least and highest is 43, and y started from 30 and highest value is 45. So just we'll take here starting from 30 itself we take 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44 and 46 here, and here x-axis will start from okay, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44. Okay, so highest value is there 43 and here 45. Now let us draw a diagram. How to draw? Just listen here carefully. So scale x-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units, and y-axis again 1 centimeter is equal to 2 units. Now here x-axis y. So first when x is 25, y is 30. So when x is 25, 24 and 26 in between these two I have taken, and y is 30. So here when x is 25, y is 30. Then when x is 28, y is 32. So y is 32. Then when x is 30, sorry, x is 34, y is 38. X is 34, y is 38. Here. And when x is 40, y is 42. X is 40, y is 42. And when x is 43, y is 45. So I'll rub this here. So here all values, they don't appear on one single line, but we can draw a single line where we can divide the both here. So here and there. So we can establish a line, single line, which is showing the positive correlation between the variables. So how the x increases, y also increasing here. Y also shows a increasing trend along with the x. So there exists a high degree positive correlation. So you can say high degree positive correlation between X and Y here.